BG KUMBI is actually one of my favorite comedians, and he's a really nice guy. I've actually been talking to him, surprisingly, like a good bit. He'll talk to you. This is pretty awesome of him, you know?
Stand-up comedy. It's actually funny, believe me.
Glad I'm actually not the last person to use notes on stage. I actually write my entire lines. I don't know about him, so I'm looking at them like this. Maybe I should look at them like more like that to transition. But yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Now, before I begin here tonight, I just ask that everyone please turn off their cell phones.
How am I gonna record this, BG KUMBI? Huh? You thought about that, BG KUMBI?
Alright, thank you. Believe me, you're going to want to hear what I have to say tonight, alright? And I know that isn't how this normally goes, alright? But I'm going to ask you to try not to laugh during anything that I say tonight, alright? I actually trained in comedy in Japan, alright? And it's considered rude to laugh during a performance there.
I should have just said this was all unfunny, which I disagree with. But that's what he wants. He wants me not to laugh and not to find it funny. So there you go. I really, you have me tied, man. It's not like I decided to react to this on my own, my own choice. Not at all. No, it's not because I'm a huge fan or anything. It's because I wanted to torture myself in a video. Yeah, I bet all my subscribers would love to see that.
And I'm actually more of a performance artist than a comedian. You see, I come from the same school as legends, such as Andy Kaufman, Sacha Baron Cohen, and Shia LaBeouf. I'm kind of like the Banksy of comedy, actually. Really, I just get on stage and make people really uncomfortable. And I stay up here until someone physically removes me. Watch what happens.
Bro, you're like, watch what happens. Like, all their heads are turned your direction, man. It's kind of like if I tell people to watch this video when they're already watching it.
Actually, you know what? You're gonna probably want to turn your cell phones back on. You're gonna want to take them out and record this, because there's definitely going to be a scene tonight. I'm going to keep talking, and I'm going to refuse to get off this stage until someone has to come up and physically removes me.
Removing someone from a stage is the last stage of your set.
I'm going to be like an American Idol contestant that just won't take no for an answer. You hear that, panel? Alright? That's just what I do. This was never going to end any other way than as an embarrassing public spectacle. It's like I say, I'm not a comedian, I'm a mind blower. I'm a risk taker. Comedians, we're like the modern day rock stars, alright? I mean, I don't even write any of this down. I just get up here and riff. This is all off the top of the dome, you heard me?
Bro, sorry BG KUMBI, but you forced my hand to roast you on this one. Man, the guy who says I'm doing this at the top of my dome, literally a minute before put his sheet of paper. I bet he did that on purpose. Or maybe he's making part of it up as he goes. He just has the points. I'm curious. Let me know.
Alright? Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, baby. Maybe I say something funny, maybe I don't. That's the most exciting part about my stand-up routine. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe someone out there in this audience, they start heckling me, and I whip out a quick zinger. Get the whole audience laughing. Most of the time, I can't think of a good comeback though, and I end up getting humiliated. But that's actually a better scenario for me, because there's a really popular video clip of me on YouTube getting absolutely destroyed by a heckler. Alright?
He's going on how this might be an embarrassment, and then he drops his piece of paper just to solidify it. Smart, man, smart.
Man, that was such a bad day for me though. I got up here and tried to do my act, and a heckler, they just completely took me to task. I got my fudge pushed in, and I guess that's all you can say about that.
Man, I wish my fudge was pushed in. I'm jealous.
It got to the point where I started crying on stage. The video clip of it went really viral on the internet though. And, you know, like I always say, all publicity is good publicity. At least for me anyway. That's why I actually tried to get on To Catch a Predator on purpose. So that way I could get on TV and plug my MySpace page.
Makes sense now why it didn't blow up. I'm not a pedophile. Man.
And this was back in 2007, by the way. I mean, that's a primetime slot on NBC. Every comedian should be trying to be a predator. I'm now considered a peer of Jerry Seinfeld. We both had our moments on primetime NBC. That's an undisputed fact. And long story short, I'm now a registered offender.
Rather than a registered sex offender, someone that gets registered as an offender literally just offends people all the time. I'm a registered offender. It was your choice to come to my show.
But guess what? You Google my name, my mugshot comes up, and you'll see me smiling ear to ear.
Come on, KUMBI boy. We all know that you don't smile that often. So that what gets you happy? What? Just thinking about it is insane. I know I'm being a smart aleck with all of this, but I'm having fun.
Just like Bill Gates and Pablo Escobar, some of the greats. Free publicity, courtesy the LAPD, suckers. Put my picture up on your website. That's a bigger web presence for me. Gets my name out there. When I move into a new neighborhood now, my parole officer, he's got to go door to door explaining to everyone that I'm a pervert. He hands out these pamphlets of me. But, you know, it's got a big picture of me, my name and address. And that's not a bad deal, I'd say. Huge publicity.
Yeah, that's great. BG KUMBI. Don't ever call me BJ KUMBI. I imagine him saying that after I said that. Just put. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, fine. BG KUMBI. It's not such a big deal. Well, to give out your address, well, everyone's gonna know where you live, and it's like that's a comedian's nightmare. Like everyone just shows up at your house, like, hey, how's it going? Hey, could I get an autograph? Yeah, that would happen if everyone knew where you lived. You could just pass out a piece of paper with your face on it if you're really worried about the publicity. I know he's joking, but I have to make it extreme, okay? Yeah, I take my comedy very seriously, okay?
Can't live within 100 yards of a school, but that's a good thing. I always hated school. Yeah.
That was one of your funniest jokes. Like, I will I will remember that joke forever.
Just another day in the life of a comedian like me. I can't escape it. Things like that, you know, everyday situations, they just always happen to me. Then I just laugh, because I'm a comedian. That's what we do. We gotta laugh through the pain.
I laugh at the pain so badly that when I broke my arm, I just started laughing hysterically. Like, I didn't show any pain whatsoever.
Telemarketers call me. I just love to put telemarketers in their place. You called me? You called me the comedian? You don't know who you're messing with, buddy.
I I scam scammers all the time. I have a whole playlist full of it. I just call it scamming because it rhymes. Scamming, scam. Well, it's the same word. Of course, it rhymes.
Toss out a couple one-liners, make them sweat a little, you know? And then I hang up on them. I say, good day, sir.
If BG Cumming was roasting me, guess what I would do? Sweat.
Slam the phone down. Believe me, they never think about even calling me again. You just got comedied on. Lesson 1. Never mess with the comedian. I do this for a living. This is how I make my living. You're not going to get one over on me. I roast. I love to size someone up. Drop a roast on them. I don't care who they are. I'll roast anyone. If the Grim Reaper himself came to my door telling me that it was my time to die, I'd just be like, hey, what do we have here? A skeleton wearing a cloak? Then I say, hey, Grim Reaper, reap this. And I drop the Gangnam Style dance on him.
Dude, by the time you pass away, that song will be way out of date, dude. I wouldn't do that if Def came here. I'd do the latest hit. It, the latest dance hit and just dance on him.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Nothing's off limits for me to joke about. Not even death itself.
Yep, I literally joke about everything.
I laugh in the face of death because I'm a comic. Comic Sans font, baby. I love to write letters to my grandma using Comic Sans font. Because that's the funny man font, of course. Dear Grandma, Oppa Gangnam Style. Then I copy and paste an animated GIF into the letter of me doing the Oppa Gangnam Style dance. Hey Grandma, try to keep up. This is what us young people are into these days. Comic Sans font? Check. Gangnam Style dance? Check. That's all I need. I would roast my own grandma if I had to. Hey Grandma, don't break your hip in the shower again.
Oh yeah? I make fun of my grandmothers and no one even asked me to. I'm on a different level, bro. I literally can one up you because I know what you're gonna say. It's not that hard.
It's just like my grandma is alone in the shower and she tries to bust out the Gangnam Style or dance herself and she slips and falls and injures herself.
Okay, then it's literally her fault for dancing when she shouldn't have.
She'd say, hey KUMBI, I'm naked in the shower and I fell down. Get in here and dress me and take me to the hospital. That actually happened too. That's not a part of the routine.
BG KUMBI, the only comedian to talk about his grandma falling in his comedy set. It's like, okay, guys, let's get real here.
It's just what we comedians do as comedians. We laugh through the pain. We laugh in the face of danger. I got kicked out of college because I dressed up like Harry Potter in a YouTube video, and I made violent threats using a pencil as a magic wand.
How could you wear a Harry Potter costume? Ah.
Whoops. Secret Service. They took it seriously and detained me for 72 hours. Whoops.
I'm sorry if you got in trouble for that. It's one thing I want to ask you sometime, but other than that, the situation was funny, but not you getting punished. That part wasn't funny. You know what I mean? So yeah. I was talking about the Fox News joke. Yeah, anyway.
Then the college board, they decided I was mentally unfit and expelled me from college. Whoops. Just ruined my life for comedy. Just keep laughing. Just gotta keep laughing through the pain. That's my motto. I keep forcing myself to laugh. I keep forcing myself to laugh.
I bet you those people knew him, so he was like, oh, hey, you know, during the end of the set, guys just start, you know, throwing spitwads at me. Yeah, the size of this big, so get to it. There's no way they could have made a spitball that big in that time to throw it at him. All of them are pretty big.
Even after this, when I'm crying in the bathroom and flagellating myself with a shaving strap. This is all a true story too, by the way. And it was all worth it. I stay up here until someone physically removes me. Watch what happens.
So around here, some related videos or something related to it. Want to watch more from me? Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when you watch me again, metaphorically.